The last week of the year. And we're going to end it off with two bangers. AR Gravity, Any Day Above Ground, Live It. Hope you're having a fantastic start to the last week of the year. We're going to have fun with this one. Because I listened to it at work yesterday, and we found a lot of inaccuracies. We're not going to stall out Math Hoffa on this. Not going to do it. Make sure you share this out. Make sure you share this out. Because I know his MEO folk gonna find this and they gonna get mad and whatever. Well, guess what? I got this on this morning. So I dare you to say something. We could have that conversation. But we don't have to belabor it. We know what happened. Fat Joe went on, sat his fat ass in that chair and lied consistently, and Math let him do it. We'll just say that. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at his response because, of course, you know, y'all and those that are on code got at him. And in typical Math fashion, he played victim. We just going to say it. And the reason why I say that is I've been around Math Hoffa multiple times at battle rap events. And outside of Dose and Serious, I'll just say he ain't tough. He's not tough, but it is what it is. So what we're gonna do is, here's the video. It says Math Hoffa addresses recent controversy. Now, y'all see the likes to dislikes. 1.2 thousand likes, 695 dislikes. So a lot of people didn't like this. So we're gonna leave that because I want you guys to see the chat as well. So we're gonna start playing this, and as we do with these reaction videos, we're gonna stop it and give commentary just to make sure the family is educated. Here we go.
Get in here.
Pause already.
Get in here. Where y'all at, man? Where y'all at? Wait. I see y'all. I see y'all. All right, we here. What y'all think this about to be about? What do y'all think this about to be about? All right, when I say shooters, I mean my mods. All right? I mean my mods. Guys, I see you. Where you see it, Badman? Where you see it?
Uh-huh. So Math is back to acting like a Jamaican, but okay. For those who don't know, he's Bahamian.
They trying to scapegoat Hoffa. I don't think it's a scapegoat thing. I think
Oh, Alicia, he's done this in battles before.
Y'all been feeling the same thing. It's just a weird energy in the air where there's so many people that are just upset and discontent. And you know, I'm not against you know, anyone expressing themselves, but
yes, you are, because you blocked me because I told you you were being disrespectful. But okay, go off.
It's just a nasty energy in the air. And no, Jay Grace is not. They just trying to put up Puerto Ricans against African Americans. It's a lot more than that. It's just, if you're a West Indian, if like you know, my mom's is from Barbados. I was born here in this country, but you know, I spent some time over there too. You know, I spent 3 years growing up. From
Father Bahamian, Mama Bajan. Born in Brooklyn, but spent 3 years in Barbados. Okay.
I'm from almost 9 to 14. And I came up here to the shitstorm of everything that was going on in Brooklyn in the 90s. Yeah, I would love to believe that we all brothers, but I just find it weird. Anytime
Watch
people
that super
like
chat.
seek to disassociate themselves so much. Marcus Evans, invite Lord Jamar and Tariq Nasheed to the show.
Listen.
I don't know, bro. After what I've been seeing and everything that's been going on, and that type of energy, I mean, Lord, we never really had no issues. Shout out to Lord Jamar. But I don't know, bro. That's a different type of energy. Like, I'm not all the way a podcaster. I don't know how to.
I'm not all the way a podcaster. Oh my God. Sir, you conduct interviews in a barbershop. You're a podcaster. You literally have a whole crew with lighting, audio, visual. You're a podcaster, sir. Just because you don't do it straight audio does not make you not a podcaster. But all right, you got it.
Sometimes she'll be taking me back, bro. She'll be taking me back. I'll be, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how Joe, he done mastered that shit. Nori, I think he's mastered that shit. But me, I don't know, bro. Like, and how can I say this? Because I want to address there's a lot of sensitivity, and I don't want to.
Sir, you were sensitive all over Twitter.
I want everyone to leave from watching this video feeling connected and understanding. You dig what I'm saying? My goal is not to divide. My goal is not to make anyone an outcast. I believe in my heart that we can all achieve whatever we want to achieve when we work together. You dig what I'm saying?
You the one that let him talk like that.
On how to separate me from you and you from them and them from them. I don't. That just doesn't. You know what I mean?
Keep a pin in that, what he just said. I'm not out here to separate. Keep a pin in that, because within the next 20 minutes, he's going to separate himself.
I don't adapt the ways of my oppressors. That's not my goal. I don't want to be like the people who we claim have oppressed us for a long time. I don't want to be like that. I never wanted to be like that. I grew up in Brooklyn at a time when hip hop was, the most prevalent, in my opinion. I guess, where do we start? To the people who have been expressing their outrage towards me, or the people upset by, any comments that was made on the platform. It's not my goal to upset you niggas. It's not my goal. I am confused, though. Like, you can't claim to be about the people and then turn around and insult the same people that you're supposed to be standing up for.
Sir, when you play grassroots, you get at people that make the grassroots look bad. When you say you about your company, you fire people that make your company look bad. Sir, you had that man sit in your chair, lie on hip hop. People got at you for that. And then you sat there and said, I don't want to deal with the discourse. I'm just going to block you. Then you do this video, trying to cop pleas because people were getting at you for that. You in the game. Now, we know you would be upset if somebody dismissed your contribution to battle rap. You'd be outside fighting tooth and nail. You don't believe me. I figured you didn't. Okay. History lesson for those non-battle rap fans. This is the same cat who would get upset that people don't put him in their top 5, despite the fact that he's been around for, I guess we could say, 2 decades. He gets emotional when people say, yo, I didn't feel your bars. Pause. But now you got a little bit of money from the DNC. You get a little bit of clout. You bring on RFK to lie about reparations. Then you bring on Fat Joe to lie about hip hop. And you wonder why people don't mess with you. Interesting. But continue.
Like if we have a different point of view, it might be because we're not standing in the same location. All right? I've never claimed to be a hip hop connoisseur or a historian. Y'all could give that title to Mech, Kim, whoever. Y'all give it to somebody else. I've never claimed that.
Not a historian, but your last album was called Pac Juice as an homage to Tupac, which you would have to go down his history to do that album to make it an homage to this artist. I tell you, you let him talk long enough. Go ahead, Math.
I've been a very popular battle rapper in this shit. I broke into this podcast space unexpectedly. No one saw that coming.
But you just told us you're not a podcaster. Oh, man. He just said, I'm not a podcaster. And they said, I broke into this podcast space. Nobody expected that. So now you're a podcaster, sir. Continue.
You know what I'm saying? I share the space with names of artists who've been, presented to the world, marketing budgets and shit behind them. And and honestly, to some, they probably feel like I don't belong here. Like, why do I have a voice, right? What was it about me that made this my expert opinion thing kick off?
We already told it, but we'll say it again. You had on number battle rappers and your friends. Nobody cared except the battle rap community. You got hot because you brought on RFK. That's where people got the visibility from you. And that's where your problem started. Because this whole discourse with Fat Joe is not where I had a problem with you initially. I had a problem with you initially because you let RFK sit in that same chair and lie on reparations. You had that man go in there and belittle reparations. Then we watch weeks later, he goes in front of white folk and mixed company and says, hey, you know what? We need to go look at reparations because he got cooked. But the damage was already done. But you're gonna go ahead and keep lying because you think that folk like this who are in your bubble, they know because they follow you around. They know the history, but they don't expect others that don't watch the history or watch your channel. They don't expect them to understand what you're doing. And later, I'm going to outline for y'all the differences with Caribbeans based on where they end up in New York, because it's way different mindsets. But go ahead.
I couldn't tell you, bro. I'm just being me. If there's anything that you can count on me to be, it's me. I'm not with the fakeness. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with the fakeness.
You're not with the fakeness.
If you don't agree with me, you don't agree with me. Okay? Now, me not being a historian, my exposure to hip hop, if I had to say where this poetry over drums originated, I would give that credit to the Last Poets. Big shout out to those brothers. They were really about unity, right? You could Google them and check their ethnicities.
Some idiot just said Puerto Ricans created battle rap. My God. Okay. Oh boy, we're not even gonna go there.
Whatever. But that is my perspective because there's no book. Everybody got a different story. Like I don't think it makes a difference in how much I care about this culture, but I get that everybody wants this story.
That's called a bias, sir.
So for me, my exposure, the Last Poets, that's where this poetry over drum thing started for me. You could say, some of you guys in the comments probably got a different opinion, right? All Caribbeans unite. Yeah, shout out to my Trinidadians, shout out to my Bajans. My mother, she's from Barbados. My father also. I was born here in Brooklyn. Shout out to all my Jamaicans. Shout out to all
So
my
you Bajan.
Guyanese. Shout out to uh, TNT, Grenadians. Shout out to all the West Indians. Shout out to all African Americans. Shout out to all the Puerto Ricans. Shout out to all the Dominicans. Shout out to everyone who has played a role. The white boys. Shout out to everybody.
So he black and brown. Say less. I ain't reuniting with this man.
I'm not the exclusion guy. If we're telling the story and we're getting our facts straight, that's cool. But if everyone has a different opinion on how this thing originated, then you can't really judge people for having things a little bit fuzzy.
Somebody
Right?
said Jamaica invented bass amp speakers. Man, if they don't shut up.
But for me, this hip hop thing has never been
God.
about race. At least, I mean, not to me. I mean, despite the fact that blacks are dominated, and at times use this art form to uplift our culture, right? I never looked at hip hop as just it is black culture. I never saw it as that. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, my great grandparents didn't listen to hip hop, and I wouldn't say that they didn't have no culture.
Correct math. But it's black American culture. Y'all know that. Even them white boys that you tried to shout out know that. You don't hear no white boys coming outside talking about we created hip hop. Why is it y'all? Why is the discourse the Caribbeans and the Puerto Ricans? But mostly the Caribbeans. Again, I have said this when I've done other commentaries on hip hop. Why are y'all taking credit for hip hop now in the worst era ever? Why? Hip hop is not charting like it used to. You don't believe me? Go look at the Billboard. Older songs are charting better than these new artists. I keep telling y'all don't want them problems with them Jews. You don't. But, all right. That's another subject for another day. But, yeah. Your grandparents, your great-grandparents called it jungle music. Just like everybody old before 1970, that was born before 1970, called it jungle music. I even heard some Caribbeans call it agitator music because of the messages that were in there. Even though back then Jamaican artists were talking about corruption, but back then they didn't want to listen to that. They want dancehall. But continue, sir. You got more.
So I never, you know what I mean? I knew it was the offspring of black culture, black and brown culture, but I never looked at it as this is just the black culture. You know what I mean? I never looked at it like that. I could be wrong. Some of y'all can have a difference of opinion. I'm just telling you how I feel about it. I've noticed that when people of other races come close to this culture or make waves in this culture, that they're looked at as culture vultures. And that never really made sense to me because the
Keep going.
that are usually targeted are either people who had a strong admiration for this culture and wanted to be a part of it, or people who just grew up kind of observing. You dig what I'm saying? People who have a love for it naturally.
That's not why we call them culture vultures, sir. That's literally why we don't. Oh, I can see why he said that he's not part of hip hop. Like the basic terms you're not even getting. Sir, we call them culture vultures because they come in here, they act like they love it, and then they start getting a little bit of money and a little bit of status, and then they act like they're an expert. Then you start looking at their resumes and it doesn't line up. Vlad, who you've gone on several times, he's a culture vulture. That's already been proven. Fat Joe is a culture vulture. Somebody like the Beastie Boys are not culture vultures because they actually came in and respected the genre. And they don't come in here and start talking crazy. Right now, you're coasting on that line of being a culture vulture because you came up in the game, you got success, and now you're running around acting like people telling you recorded history, they're lying and they're being divisive because you didn't spend the time to study it. But, you know, you got it.
And I would never want to discourage that. That's not the goal. It's not to discourage that.
What troll is this?
But calling somebody a culture vulture, and from what I'm hearing, the reason why is they didn't create it.
Grabber, Don, tell me how dancehall influenced hip hop. When dancehall was created after hip hop, how did it influence it? Please tell us. I don't hear no steel drums like that in all these hip hop songs, sir. Where's the sounds of daggering in these what they call it, ad libs? Where they at? Cool. You want to play that game? Let's play that game. Since you want to tell me that dancehall influenced hip hop, tell me the parish and the town in Jamaica that has the monument and the museum to hip hop, saying this is where it started. Please tell us. Don't run now. Don't block them. Jamaica wouldn't even know R&B existed unless World War II soldiers in Jamaica who were stationed there brought their records and their record players over. Bob Marley admitted that. Coxsone Dodd admitted that. So please tell us how it influenced. Sir, okay. Nobody said create, but go off. Tell me how dancehall influenced hip hop, please. Go ahead. Because I don't hear none of these Caribbean hip hop artists speaking in their native tongue while they on tracks. I don't hear this. Come on, sir. Or ma'am, we don't discriminate here. Tell me how it influenced it.
Right? But if I look at something like sports, right? Basketball, blacks did not create the NBA.
Oh my God, this motherfucker said dancehall came out before hip hop. Lord. Dancehall came out in the 80s, sir. All right. All right. Whatever. Whatever. We're not talking about reggae, sir. He said dancehall. Oh, Jesus. Fine. You want to play that game with reggae? Fine. Jazz predates reggae, and reggae wouldn't exist without jazz. You want to go there? He said dancehall. Dancehall and reggae are two different things. Reggae is the genre, dancehall is the subgenre. Two different things. I want that man to answer. Stop talking for that man. Cap, okay, tell me the dancehall record in the 70s. Go ahead. Tell me that dancehall record. Go ahead, Madman. Go ahead. Tell me that dancehall record in the 70s. Go ahead.
Obi, a vulture? No, you wouldn't, right? But sports and culture, that's you know, I guess
dance hall. Dance hall.
Okay. Tell them niggas that shit, but I get it. I get it.
Dance hall.
But again, to me, hip hop is an offspring of black and brown culture. So when I hear people, you know, making these comments,
keep going,
or you know, hating on Fat Joe, or it's the same people that refuse to acknowledge that Eminem is one of the greats.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it's all, you know, It's all perspective, right?
Madman, I'm actually Jamaican, but go
You
off,
gotta
sir.
understand why people
Go
look
off.
at the fights people are choosing to pick, and words like racist come out.
You can't even tell me a 70s dance hall track. Go ahead. Go off. It
Discrimination.
shouldn't be that
Right?
hard.
Let's take Jesse
Dance hall.
Norman.
Dance
One of
hall.
the greatest voices ever in opera music. But she was black. She was discriminated against. I told y'all earlier,
Oh
I'm
my
not the type of
God.
person that I don't want to take on the role of the oppressors. If I saw that our
Sir,
sister,
you literally did that. You literally did that. Someone who wants to see success would not sit up there and co-sign lies. Fine, you don't want Tariq on there or Lord Jamar, go get Dwambi. He's a historian. Have him sit in the chair and you rap to him and you ask him questions.
do that, and
This motherfucker
it
said
wasn't fair to
dance
her.
hall in the
I'm not gonna take
70s.
that and put that on somebody else. Like, it's time for us to get back. I'm not doing that. I don't want to assume this role. I feel like the world would be 100% better without it. Without that shit, right? Not to say that there are motherfuckers just somewhere discriminating against me. That's not to say that it doesn't exist. I'm not saying it. I'm just saying, me personally, I do not want to encourage that type of behavior on anyone else. On anyone else, right? For the record, I just mentioned two people, Fat Joe and Eminem. For the record, Eminem was one of the first superstars to co-sign my expert opinion. One of the first, early in the game, right? And Fat Joe pulling up to a barbershop to chop it up with a battle rapper catapulted my platform like out of here.
You a lie. You a lie. Nobody, because you talked to Fat Joe before. You telling lies again. But I get it. Your people not going to go down that rabbit hole. You got hot and you got mainstream because I saw the numbers. You were hovering around 270. When RFK came on, you were around like 3 something. After you did that interview, I go back and look, you in the 6s in like a week. Stop telling that lie. And then all of a sudden, you went back to talking to battle rappers. You got some old school hip hop cats. I think you had Jadakiss too. But you consistently kept going up. And I'm looking at it, and then I'm looking at the views, and they don't match. So that's why I started saying, you know what? DNC probably got to him. Because some of the people you were bringing on, they were saying some weird shit. But I was like, let me not assume. And then here we are now. You're over 1 million, and Fat Joe comes on to talk about hip hop where he has no history in it. And here we are. Fat Joe was outside for Kamala. Makes sense.
Out of here, forever in debt, right?
Madman, hold up. Madman, you still didn't get me the 70s dance hall record. Where's the record?
Telling someone who I not only grew up listening to him, or not only grew up in the streets that birthed this culture, that they can't speak on the culture. Especially a culture that they helped catapulting my status in. Like, I grew up listening to Fat Joe.
Somebody say he's scared to have a
I grew up in
conversation.
the same buildings, ran the same streets.
Here we go.
With a lot of my Hispanic friends, right?
Mm-hmm. But they hip hop.
Appreciate your courage, bro. Sonny, salute. We went to the same schools. We ate the same free lunch.
Oh God.
We liked the same girls.
Oh God.
We lived in a
Negro, you know damn well them Puerto Ricans would not let you date one of their girls. Cut it out, sir. Them Puerto Ricans in Brooklyn were not about to let you play West Side Story. You out there in your Jamaican clothes, or your Caribbean clothes, I should say, cosplaying as a Jamaican, talking about Maria, Maria. No. Cut it out, sir. I'm from New York. Okay, Queens. Them Puerto Ricans in Queens did not play with us. And we didn't play with them. That's why they stayed way over by Corona, Steinway Street. They try to cosplay as Ecuadorians. The only black people they were near were the ones over in Left Rack City. They wasn't in Queensbridge. They wasn't in Southeast Queens. They knew better. Madman, you got about 3 minutes to go get me this record. If you don't get it, you gone. You can go kiss Math on the mouth. Because you all in here chatting and I don't see no record. Since you want to tell me dancehall influence reggae and I influence hip hop, and I'm asking you, go get me this record. Since you want to say dancehall predates hip hop. But go ahead.
In the same conditions, we spent the same food stamps. These were my brothers.
He about to give me Bob Marley, watch.
And maybe us being subject to the same circumstances of poverty, lifestyle, environment, made us ignorant to the differences that people are so...
What are you talking about?
People are overzealous in pointing out, right? They're not.
Rabadon, nobody said it wasn't influenced. Nobody said that. Y'all running around, you got folk out here running around talking about they created it. Nobody's dissing Herc. Respect the Herc. Respect the Bambaataa. But y'all cannot be running around here every 90 days talking about you created the shit. And then we ask you when you have no competency to tell us what you created out of it. The turntables were already there in the 60s. So you didn't create that. Y'all take influence and think it's creation. Because it was something different. That's not what creation is. And you know, Grabadon, don't act like you didn't know. Your grandparents, your great-grandparents, and even some of y'all's parents were not sitting there banning y'all from listening to Hot 97. We're not finna do this if you lived in New York. We're not doing this. We're not about to do y'all Jamaicans and Caribbeans that ran to Florida, that your parents told you not to be around black Americans that do not listen to hip hop. You're not about to do that. Because even Herc went on film and said, yeah, I brought a little something to it, but it was already there when I got there. Y'all take one little thing and think that y'all have the rubber stamp. Y'all can just say whatever. That's where the problem lies.
Black. So we can't say nigga. They're not black. So we can't say nigga. No disrespect to any of you, but growing up, Antonio was my nigga. Hector was my nigga. Victor was my nigga. Alonzo was my nigga. Cito was my nigga. And, you know, we had the same feeling towards each other. Like, you my nigga, I'm your nigga.
Okay, Grabadon, I literally just explained the difference between influence and create. And I just explained what the problem is right now. Jamaicans are bandwagoning off of Herc because Herc did something in the early days of hip hop and said, "Oh, without that, hip hop wouldn't be here, so we created it." That's the problem, and people try to grab a dog. See, you still didn't tell me how dancehall influenced hip hop. Now you running around telling me hip hop influenced dancehall. My God.
We rolling. I can't. Like I never. The nigga that y'all want to keep exclusively for black people is the nigga I don't like. The nigger that y'all want to keep exclusively for black people, in the same fashion as the KKK, wants to keep that exclusively for black people. That
Say that again, math.
exclusively for black people is the nigga I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
The nigger that y'all want to keep exclusively for black people, in the same fashion as the KKK wants to keep that exclusively for black people. That's the nigga I don't like. I don't like that. I don't like that. But in New York, and I know if you've
Grab it down. I'm glad in real time you just saw why we have a problem with folk like math. Those are the type of Caribbeans we're going against. When they don't get their way, because this is a common Caribbean trope, when they don't get their way, they start invoking the KKK. Now all of a sudden, Antonio, Chico, Alonzo, Hector with the spool engines from Fast and Furious, Maria, William, George Lopez, all of them is the N words with the A. Then when they start getting a little bit of thing, oh, you know what? That's why the KKK killed y'all. That's why y'all got hung. Like they weren't hanging people in the Caribbean. Y'all sit up there and disrespect the slave revolts in America, but you want us to laud your slave revolts in the Caribbean. How's that work? Continue, math.
from the South, if you from a different place, you just wouldn't understand it, because when that nigga was used on you, it was used on you because you was black.
Mm-hmm.
For us, in growing up in the same environments and listening to the same music, that nigga was a term of endearment. Now I'm not saying it's right, it's wrong. I'm just trying to get y'all to understand why it's so weird to y'all and it's weird to us, the way that y'all respond to this shit. Right?
Because the Caribbean didn't have the N-word, sir. Oh Lord, he doesn't even get he doesn't even know basic history. The N-word is not now vernacular as Caribbean people. It's not. Yes, that's why Black Americans have a different distinction. They feel different emotions with the N-word. Maybe this is why you have to ask. See, there you go, man. Great, I'm a Yankee and I'm better than you. How about that? How about that? I'm more ahead in life than you are. How about that? Isn't that funny? Yes, I'm a Yankee. Yeah. And the Yankee got more stroke than you. I could take your girl right now. She won't deal with no workless to porty boy like you. How about that? You're probably a jacket.
You from New York? You know what I'm saying. Everybody in the chat that's from New York, you know what I'm saying. I used to hate.
You on your job, correct. I'm off today making money. You had to punch in today. I could go outside right now and go buy porgies and make escovitch fish and have fun and make money. You right, I'm just a tuber. And you're caping for an asshole who's a tuber as well. How's that work? He made money off doing this stream. I'm gonna make money off doing this stream. You're taking orders right now. Hurry up and get the 2x4s. Your boss, your Spanish boss is about to yell at you.
Like the Klan that used to hide their faces under their mask. There's a lot of shit like that on the internet.
You know what? Since you're a Jamaican and I'm a Yankee, I actually got love for you. So this is what we finna do for you. This is what we finna do for you, madman. Because I don't want you to get in trouble with old Hector. I don't want to do that because that'd be kind of fucked up. I don't want you losing your job. So next time you say something, what we gonna do for you? Nah, I'm lying. And you know us Jamaicans lie. We gonna let you go back to work. We gonna do that.
But, you know, I was trying to enjoy my holidays and shit. You know what I'm saying? I hope that y'all enjoyed your holidays. You know what I mean? Let me get to the super chat. You right, Math. Appreciate your coverage, bro. Sonny, hey, salute.
Grab it down. Nobody's talking to you.
I've been your fans since like 2013, but you should have checked Fat Joe for the anti-FBA. I'll be honest with you.
Good, grab it down. You're homeless, then that's fine.
FBA is an ethnic identifier.
Go be homeless somewhere else because nobody was talking to you. That's what you get. When you say stupid things or people aren't talking to you and you want to jump in, you can go be with them too. Thank you so much.
I kind of get what you're trying to say, but when you talk about blacks and immigrants,
here we go.
We all just scroll the clock back.
Here we go.
We all immigrants, dog.
And he said it. That's the other thing I want y'all to hear. He said it. If you turn the clock back, we all immigrants. Math. There's been literal black people that have been here before the wave of immigration. It's already been proven that there was no mass migration of black people here. That there were plenty already here. You know that. You stay online. But all right, because you're going to act like there haven't been black people in the Caribbean before the slave ships came, right? That's the next thing you're going to tell us. You're probably from that group that thinks there were no black people in Ireland, right? Before the wind scale stuff, right? Okay, got it, man. Math's funny. Math is funny. By the way, screenshot. We're going to use that later. Where he got his comeuppance. We're going to put that there. That's probably what I'm going to use when they demonetize him. Because it's coming.
I don't know if you realize that. We just rewind a little bit longer. We all immigrants, dog.
You a whole New Yorker wearing Philly hat. Get out of my face.
Last time I checked, civilization started in Africa. Am I tripping?
Okay, oh my God.
I feel like we all unified in our experiences. And
I want y'all also to keep a pin in that because later he gonna tell you his history and he literally is about to contradict what he said here. Later, he's gonna contradict it. But go ahead, Math.
The things that we got to fight against to make better. Let's unify in that. Let's unify in that. Division been here. You know how bad Caribbeans talk about FBA calling this lazy gang. Bro, that shit ain't about nothing, my nigga. That ain't about nothing. Are you crazy?
Now, like, Yankees ain't nothing.
Nigga, what are you watching, movies? What are you watching, movies?
Movies. Go ahead, Math.
I grew up in Brooklyn. There was Trinidadians down the hall, Jamaicans, all different shit all around us, bro.
Hey, y'all didn't call.
All right.
Okay. Hey, y'all didn't call Black Americans Yankees. Y'all didn't do that. Now you gonna say he ain't do it. Nice. Nice. Oh man. You know, I want y'all to understand something. I don't know how many of y'all in here are on social media like that. This is more for the new people that showed up here. Especially on X, you know how them Africans were running around saying Akata all day? Notice after this election, you don't hear them talking no more. I'm just letting you know. During the election cycle, they were all over the place, and all of a sudden, Trump got in. The election is over, and now you don't hear them. Now you're seeing Caribbeans in real time trying to say Yankee is not as bad as you think it is. Oh no, Worldviews. He addressed it. He said that's his cat. He co-signed him, and he helped bring his platform to the stratosphere. So he sided with him. He agrees with Busta Rhymes. Math trying to be in the Target commercial with Fat Joe. So it is what it is.
Some of the Jews out there, like, come on, bro. Some of the Jewish kids.
Jews.
I don't know about this standing up when you're attacking the people who look just like you, bro. We both walking down the block, and the police pull up. You ain't this, and I ain't that. We the same ass thing, my nigga.
Now, keep a pin in that as well, because when we get to his history, he's going to contradict that again.
We the same ass thing. So, I don't know. This is a new identity that y'all trying to present to the world. Like I've done the Hebrew Black Israelite.
Listen.
I've been like 18 years old preaching in my crib.
Listen.
Meetings in my crib. Like I've been through that road before. The exclusion, it doesn't work.
Listen.
It doesn't work. Yes, we could have our own, but the exclusion, don't work. You can't tell people who to love. You can't tell people who to build bonds with.
Listen.
African, Black, Jamaican, Black American, Black Latino, Black
Listen.
Black Canadian. We all Black immigrants. Hello.
Listen.
Will Jones, I agree with you.
We're all Black immigrants. That's what he said. Listen, though.
You know the difference between color and culture. Yes, we all do. Now, if I was to sit down and write a list of my problems with the world, and you was to write a list about your problems with the world, how much difference would it reflect? BA immigrants, how do we migrate? If y'all want to get into this whole Native American theory, I'm not mad at you.
Theory.
Well, again.
Theory.
Wind that clock back far enough.
Here we go. He's about to say it.
All right. So if I took an apple seed, right?
Mm-hmm.
I took an apple seed to Germany, Jen.
Mm-hmm.
All right? And I planted it there.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a German apple tree?
Yes. Yes. Because the topography is different. Yes. Come on, math. This is science. This is earth science, sir. Yes. If you take something from one ecosystem into the other, it's going to be different. This is why you can't fly home from a foreign country back to this one and they say you cannot bring fruits or vegetables or meats. It's different.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it a German apple tree?
Yes.
Now, if I took an apple from that tree and I went to Ghana and I planted it and it grew, is it like what we doing here?
Yes, it's different. My God. It's different. Different environmental factors. Yes. Ghana is drier than Germany. Yes. It's going to be different. I can tell this man. Hold up, family. This is how I know. Y'all know this, but we gotta teach those that don't know. Math Hoffa, you do know there's a difference between a Mexican mango, Jamaican mango, and a Haitian mango. But according to you, they're all mangoes, right? They're all mangoes. But they look and taste different. This is why people prefer the Haitian mangoes over the other ones, because the Haitian mangoes are smaller and they're sweeter. And you're Caribbean and you know this. Go ahead, Math. You're going to teach more. Go ahead.
What are we doing here? What are we doing? Besides playing into another division game. Like, what are we doing here? I'm from FL, and I have a PRX from the Bronx and Yonkers. He's proud of the mixed heritage of PR people, and he put me on their African heritage back in 1999. Bikini Bianca, salute. Salute. Yeah, like, what are we really doing? Like, what we claiming? What we claiming? Yeah. Dark dish water. Yes. You get it. You get it.
What?
I mean, if civilization.
So somebody in the chat said they forget Math going around smacking dudes. Why he smack Taxstone? Never mind. We're not going there today. Never mind.
Stems from Africa. We talking about the kids. We talking about the kids. Right? Does that make sense to y'all? So black Australians are immigrants?
Bruh, what?
You still, for one, black is not, what is that?
Caught him. Remember what he just said about them cops? It don't matter if the cops pull us over or stop us. It doesn't matter what you are. We all black. Now all of a sudden, now you saying what is black? There it is. Spoken like a true Hebrew Israelite on the street. I'm not knocking Hebrew Israelites. That's that. Respect to those brothers, but sometimes they be trying to calm people with their words. Math, you just said it doesn't matter to them cops if you black, because they're going to look at you the way they look at you. Now you're saying what is black. So let me guess, when you got arrested, because he's been arrested before, I'm sure if I look up your arrest record, it ain't going to say black on there, right? It's going to say unknown, right? Come on, Math. Justin, come on. Justin Edwards, come on now. You know better than this. Unbelievable. He just said that.
What is that? What is black? How do you identify with that? I'm not an immigrant. I'm a descendant of enslaved people who built this land of opportunity for others and became their own unique people. Not the same. However, your people did not exclude anyone. They didn't exclude anyone. They mixed and mingled with all different types of people. I'm so proud of your journey, Math. The Brooklyn diversity prepared us for success. Mr. Master, Mr.
The Brooklyn diversity, you mean the Brooklyn gentrification, created a bunch of tethers. I'm sorry, family. I'm going to say that. I'm going to face y'all when I say it. Brooklyn is dead. Brooklyn ain't Brooklyn no more. Y'all gave Brooklyn away to Midwestern white people and goddamn immigrants from Asia. I'm just going to say it. Y'all at least had a hope when y'all brought the Caribbeans over. You at least had a hope of keeping some semblance of black. Y'all, they pushing y'all all the way to Queens and Long Island. They want Brooklyn. Oh, Lord. Crown Heights. He was talking about, I grew up in Crown Heights. Crown Heights ain't even Crown Heights no more. Bed-Stuy ain't Bed-Stuy no more. Williamsburg ain't Williamsburg no more. Greenpoint gone. What the one name? Some bitch. Ocean Hill's gone. East New York is dead. East Flatbush is going to them Jews right now. Them Jews starting to move in. Fulton Street, when I went back up there in July, them Jews starting to walk around over there, so they already casing it. And he gonna sit. Starrett City is Starrett City, whatever. Where black folk gonna be in Brooklyn? Let me know. Canarsie is for the Caribbeans. Where are we going? Flatlands is half Caribbean, half, what was it? It's half Caribbean, half white. And then when you get to Mill Basin, that's where some of the Spanish folk go, and you got mostly white folk. Where y'all at? I'm telling you, I'm gonna go back up there next year, maybe, and them Jews gonna be having real estate on Utica Avenue. I want to see what y'all gonna say then. What y'all gonna say? Oh, no, King 718, Brownsville ain't Brownsville no more either. They starting to move in over there too. Because they like that close proximity to Crown Heights. They gonna start moving. They start moving over there too. But you want? I bet you ain't living in Brooklyn though. I bet you that.
Steak maker, salute, bro. Salute. And again, I'm not trying to upset nobody. I just want y'all to understand, because I seen some shit online that made no sense. I'm like, what do these niggas know who I am? Like, what the fuck?
We know who you are, sir.
Let me explain my stance on it. And if my stance cannot possibly be harmful towards your stance, so I'm not in opposition. However, the energy that some of these people who believe in comments is giving off.
Who said that? Beyond y'all, will you please explain to them about them projects over there in East New York? That big ass one they just built by the old movie theater with the nice little shops on the bottom. Then you got the little shopping center across the street. Will you please explain to these people? They don't even understand what's about to happen to them. This is why I keep telling y'all, Caribbeans, y'all need to stop worrying about hip hop. That's a lost fight. Them folk coming for y'all. They done with the black Americans, you next. Them Jews gonna start buying up your mama and your daddy's house. Give them a nice little retirement. They gonna take that shit, probably move to Florida, North Carolina, or back to Jamaica, and your inheritance, your legacy gonna be dead. You gonna go back to go visit, it's gonna be a goddamn yeshiva on the block. And all them bullshit street sweeping rules that they had ain't gonna exist. Cause them Jews gonna be like, nah, we ain't moving our cars every week. You gonna move around us. Y'all keep playing. Okay, fine. Y'all don't believe me. I figured this. Okay, I'm gonna hit you with a prediction. Watch this. I give it 3 years. If you see a sign or some kind of leaflet that says Brookdale Hospital secured funding, record funding, like 9 figures to start renovating that hospital, all y'all are done. Because you saw what they did with Kings County. Y'all are done.
It's racist. And it's backwards racism, because it's like, bro, we both walking down the same street. What do you think we are? What do you think other people see? Like, what? You gonna walk around with a flag? Like, come on, son.
Y'all walk around with a flag every day.
This is what we fighting over.
Y'all walk around with a flag every day.
You only read the chats that fit your false narrative.
Ooh!
Keep on with the blah blah babble. Fila speaks. Apparently, I do read everyone's super chats. Just like the soul doesn't have any color, we should pay attention to who the person is, not the color. Dog fight. Salute to you. Salute to you. I really want to know how y'all feel.
No, you don't.
I really want to know how y'all feel because I'm trying to understand this. Like I said, at one point in my life, I identified as a Hebrew Israelite. Hebrew Israelite.
And what were they, sir?
Empath. Like
empath.
Dedicated, right? And I realized one day when we were, just looking at things a certain way, looking at other races a certain way, I realized, like, okay, according to the Torah, you are what your father is, right? Okay, so let's think about this. You are what your father is.
Great, then you're a Bahami. You're a Bajan. Next. So
let's say a brother got stuck in Germany. I keep bringing up Germany. Let's go Sweden. So I've been to Sweden. There's a lot of beautiful blonde women out there. It's a lot, right? They love chocolate. So let's go Sweden, right?
What the fuck?
My brother's in Sweden. He takes a wife out there, right? They have a child. Boy grows up, still in Sweden, nothing but blonde, beautiful white women around. He takes a wife. They have a child. Child grows up.
Oh, God.
And can you continue the process long enough? What do those people look like eventually? Right? What do they look like eventually? Let's give it 10 generations, right? But according to that book, to those laws, you are what your father is.
Did this man really just say somebody 10 generations down from a black person and a Swedish person, they're going to be considered black? Is that what you're about to tell us? Are they? Oh, so when that kid has a scant amount of melanin in them by that point, we're still going to consider them black? They're going to look like a whole white man or white woman. They're still going to be considered black. So by that logic, Matt, since Barbados was colonized by white people, even though you look like how you look, you telling me you want to identify as white? What if one of your great grandparents were white? You're gonna, since you want to play father. Boy, that Hebrew Israelite done came out, family.
And that's the part that kind of fucked me up because I realized, like, yo, there's no way that we can just look at someone and assume to know their family tree. There's no way. There's no way. So what is the point to it? What's the point to believing in this fake division?
That's a lie, sir, because nowadays you can tell people by the tells. The way they move, the way they talk, the way they act. When you're in tune to the streets, you can pick this up. That's why when people start talking now online, people are like, you know what? You're not who you say you are. Where your people from? We got away with that 20 years ago, 30 years ago. We got away with it because there wasn't social media. Now, and plus you had to talk to people face to face. The eyes, Chico, they never lie. Since you want to be around Latinos so much, the eyes never lie. And based on how you acted, people dealt with you that way. Now y'all could just come online and lie. Just like you used to lie and say you were Jamaican. Because Jamaica was cool. That's the coolest island.
As far as the who created hip hop thing, I told y'all I give credit to the last poets for poetry over drums. You could Google them and look up their ethnicity. Okay, all right. Y'all can talk about parties and flyers and that. Well, I've interviewed over 200 artists in this game. I've sat and had conversations with them, and everyone has a different story. Everyone has a different story. Some people have a story that they have locked into so that they can benefit from certain perks of it.
And he said it. And he said it. People have stuck to stories so they could benefit off of it. Isn't that what you're doing, Math? You're sticking to the story of ignorance. Because that way you could play both sides. For those who have been here, what have I always said? Most of these people are nothing but grifters. And you can tell a grifter by the fact that they don't research. They're given their talking points. He's no different than Candace Owens. But like she said on her platform, she ain't going to touch this subject because he's Caribbean and she has a Caribbean bias. You just admitted to us that you got paid off to tell these lies.
And then other people have another story. Everyone has a different story. But here in this hip hop culture, I've never looked at it as it is black. It's just this completely black culture. It's not. I don't agree with that. There was black culture before hip hop. There will be black culture after hip hop.
I want y'all to look at this, what this person just said. Gave him $5 to say this bullshit. I'm a black man and I stand with Joe. All that woke black-ish only sound cool for the internet. That ish don't transpire in real life. Okay. You're right. It only lasts on the internet. Yet that same woke black-ish was the reason why you got the election results the way you did. That woke black-ish helped highlight the problems that them white folk be talking about when it comes to yo black ass. Without us being woke, black, talking that ish, they'd still be running around with 2019 stats talking about how you're a murderer. How you're less than. You're not qualified. All right. Somebody told him it's supposed to be about mutual respect. Let me see if he's going to read it.
Agree with you, Math. Backhanded racism. These people sound silly. Now keep the unity and stop the division. Never judge a man by color, always by character. Salute. Salute.
Everybody want to run the MLK now.
I can say, yes, I agree with you, but I know it's not easy for a lot of us. It's not easy for a lot of us who have had traumas dealing with racism or have some sort of experience with a racist group or whatever. It's not easy for us to judge that book. It's not even easy for us to kind of open up to see what kind of character that person is. So I get it. We're not all going to have the same walk of life. I get it. When do we want to engage the argument? The easiest thing is to disqualify the person making the argument. Unity is everything. Salute, Sonny. Salute, Sonny. I agree with you. I agree with you.
Of course you do.
FBA were the original big three of this country. The natives, the blacks, and the whites, not the same as Caribbean, just like original whites from this land are not the same as the European. But the original whites from this land came from the Europeans. So, again, if you dial the clock back far enough, bro, there's a connection.
Okay, so math, then why aren't these white folk, these white Americans whose families date back to this land, why don't they call themselves Europeans? Why are the black folks who, and the natives who were born here, who have lineages that started here way before them slave ships, why don't they call themselves Africans? Why don't the Europeans call themselves Africans? As you say, and it's true, life started in Africa. Because when you move and you start establishing heritages and legacies, the shit changes. Just like Jamaicans don't refer to themselves as Africans. They say, yes, we have a kinship with Africa, but we carved out our own lane. Just like the Bajans carved out their own lane. That's called evolution, sir. Traditions change, customs change. Even on some scales, your genetic makeup will change. But let you tell it.
That for some reason y'all want to avoid it. I don't know. Boy, May, salute to you though. Man, you sound crazy and dumb.
Somebody say something crazy.
Okay, big dog. That's how you feel. That's how you feel.
Facts.
Shaba 10456, Hoffa game, big fan. And I still got your movie from back in the day, Rap 1. Salute, salute, salute. On DVD. Homeboy was killing those. Yo, Shaba, salute, salute. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. I'm a black man and I stand with Joe. All that black shit.
Wait, 19 Keys actually gave this nigga $20?
Real life. Shaw Simpson, I hear you. I hear you. MMA Megas. We rep our Caribbeans and continental Africans rep theirs. It's about demanding mutual respect, not a game. Watch Microphone Check by Tariq. Salute. Salute, Microphone Check. All right. Maybe I gotta tune in. See.
Now he gonna watch it maybe and then go on stream and talk about how many inaccuracies there are. Watch what I tell you.
What's up? See, this is what I'm talking about. This dialogue, a dialogue where we can understand each other, is better than us just attacking each other. Like, it don't make sense, bro. Like, you could not think that I'm black. I don't know how the fuck you come up with that, but guarantee you, other races do. Okay, so let's stop trying to blur the lines. Citizens by birth or immigrant of slavery, trade, or exploration. The point is, we all come from somewhere and one. No division. Like Bob Marley said, don't let them change you or rearrange you. Salute, Will Jones. I like that. One blood. I'm judging color and character. 19 Keys. And I understand it, bro. I understand it. There's certain things that are going on in our lives where we can not allow our guard to come down that easily. But yes, character, as long as character is involved. Because once we start becoming those, okay, shit is black and white, I'm this, bro. We have a lot of allies. We have a lot of allies that we don't want to ostracize. All right?
You literally let that man ostracize folk. You literally had, sir, you talking about you for unity and all this, and you let Fat Joe call black people racist. Because they pulled his card. Then, and I don't know who saw the interview, but when Fat Joe said something about him, Math got uncomfortable. When he brought up the disaster situation. So it was all gravy until he talked to you and talked on you. It was all gravy.
I think everybody, I mean, come on, like I said, you can't tell people who to love. You can't tell people, well, you grew up with these people, now you can't fuck with them. You can't do that. You can't do it. And there are times where there's some people that may not be your race that'll fight harder for you than people in your family will. So how do you turn around and look at them and be like, you not one of them? Bro, it just don't, that's not New York. I'm sorry, y'all. The chat is moving fast. I'm trying to get to these super chats. Matt, I told you on Twitter months ago to interview Tariq Nasheed. He dropped the microphone check movie that exposed the truth. Hip-hop is 100%. I mean, bro, again, I hear what you're saying, but that is his story. That is his story.
How the hell is it his story when he... Oh, Lord. How is it his story when it's a documentary with facts in there, with people that were there from the beginning? How is that his story? As well they should in one community. As well they should. Multiple people that were there at the beginning, you're disregarding that because you're going by somebody that came after. How does that sound? That's like when somebody tells a story and by the time you hear the story, it didn't change like 3 times, but you're going to go with that version. But if somebody lied on you and you found out and the story already done blew up, you ain't finna go to the person that told it to you. You going to the source. This is why somebody on X told me go debate Math. I said Math would never bring me on because I would cook him in his own barbershop. His logic is hilarious and it's easily debunkable. If you think that's his story, put him in that chair and press him. It shouldn't be that hard. If you think Tariq's lying, put him in the chair. Have the conversation.
I'm telling you, as an interviewer, I've sat across from 200 and something artists. I've sat in rooms with people who were there in the beginning and when shit was done, and everybody got a different fucking story. Everybody. So for me, if I could rewind, all right, if this art form stems from beats and drums, I'm going Last Poets. Shout out to my man Albie. I'm going Last Poets. And you look at the Last Poets, what's their ethnicity? So that's where I stand with. That's where I stand with it. All right? Y'all can watch movies and documentaries. I guarantee you there's like 5 of them out there, and it's all different. It's all different. I'm of Guyanese descent, and I understand where
he don't fucking get it. He don't get it.
All of this, and I think you will support their argument well because shit, bro, this shit is moving too fast. I'm sorry. Where did it go? Okay, all right. And I think you will support their argument as well because it's not about division from their standpoint. It's kind of hard for me to not think that. Bro, the amount of hate messages from the associates or people who claim to be that, I don't know if it's some psyop going on, but bro,
now it's a psyop.
They've been attacking my man's cancer GoFundMe, bro. Like laughing emojis under that shit. That shit is not. That's weird. That's weird. I don't get that. Much love, Mav. COS Dre said, "What much love, Mav? Why not just say you didn't and Fat Joe didn't understand what the FBA is and just apologize for your lack of knowledge?" Well, here's the thing. Cause Dre, right?
You're not about to make an excuse.
Now, if I'm getting a lot of hateful comments, people hashtagging FBA and they're trying to shit on my man that got cancer, and then what you think my perception is gonna be? Really?
Nigga, you had an opportunity after that to go look up what FBA is. You didn't want to do it. This is what I mean. So your excuse is because they were attacking your man's GoFundMe, which I ain't even see them attack your man's GoFundMe. They just said it's funny that you're letting Fat Joe say all this shit, but then your man got cancer and he need a GoFundMe, he need money, and you out there promoting that shit. But that's neither here nor there. Prayers to that man and his family. He need that. You saw the responses you got from that. The interview. You saw the responses. It would have behooved you, even though you're not a historian, you're like, let me go see what this FBA is about. You on film, sir, literally having people apologize for lying on you, but you can't extend the same olive branch, and then you wonder why people got the thoughts they have of you. Because this just doesn't extend to YouTube. This is also in battle rap. You fuck with people all day. This bully bullshit. But then when you get to these battles, the energy ain't the same. Now you want to have conversations. Okay, cool. You want to have conversations. Go have the conversation with folk that actually talk to folk. If it bears fruit, it does. If it doesn't, okay, you got more views. You making money. But you sitting up here talking about, I don't want to promote division and all this, and you literally promoting division right there. That would be a good look. A black American and a Caribbean nigga sitting down talking about hip hop. But, you know, can't do that because the DNC told you not to do that. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Fat Joe ain't gonna pick up the phone for you no more. You won't be able to be on the remix. That's right.
Realistically, if you go to my Twitter feed, and read that shit. Read that shit. Niggas is wishing death on me. Niggas is telling me go back to my island, all types of shit. Hashtag FBA. What the fuck? What kind of perception you think we're gonna get from that? Just being honest.
You from Brooklyn? I thought y'all was the toughest niggas in the city. Those are just words, sir. This is African booty scratcher syndrome, man G. I'm sorry. Negro, you grew up just like I grew up hearing worse. You letting some online words bother you that much? Maybe you need to do a live with me one day. We just shooting it and watch all them trolls come up in there and see some of the shit they be telling me. If you're going to be this sensitive online about what some folks say, then you shouldn't be doing this. Go settle your shit with King of the Dot and get back in the ring. Because you come from a genre of hip-hop where people crawl up in your history and start dropping shit on you, talking about how they fucking your baby mama. And they're gonna delete your kid by deleting them in the head. But some black Americans get at you online, and now you don't have no conversations. Say less.
Just being honest. How open-minded do you think I'm going to be after that? After all the slander and all the shit, how open-minded do you think I'm really going to be? They won't talk about the people from the Congo who fought and died in the slave revolts in 1739 in South Carolina and 1811 near New Orleans. Yeah, they won't talk about a lot of things. John Horse, they won't talk about a lot of shit, bro. We know. We know. We know, though. Right? We know. It was a lot more Nat Turners than y'all think.
There's a lot more Nat Turners than y'all think. Now he want to invoke Nat Turner.
My Wingate brother, salute. You still got the audio, the studio on Glenwood Road? Nah, I don't, bro. I do not. Salute, esteemed family. Not sure who that is, but salute to you. Salute to you. They don't talk about read that. Okay. All right. Tariq is a historian with a track record of several number one documentaries. It's not a story. See, that's the disrespect. Disco Mario offended. Well, yeah. All right. I'm gonna say this again. You look at the guests that's been on my show. I've had a lot of the early pioneers there also. I've had conversations with these people. It's not the popular. Every story. There are some benefits. There's people that tell you, "Oh, that wasn't 50 years of hip hop. That was 51 years." And there's a reason they'd say that too, because there's another story. I'm telling you.
Dude, he literally went across the country and talked to these folk. Literally did it. If you think he's lying, put him on the chair and expose the lies. It's not that hard, sir. Because again, if somebody had a problem with you and they were lying on your name, you would go see them.
I'm telling you, okay, I check out whatever, but I'm telling you, I've heard conflicting stories when it comes to this shit. So if me personally, if I'm going to give credit to Poetry Over Drums, you know where it's going to. I already said it. We're not from Africa. The slave didn't happen the way it was told to us. Haitian Doc, I do believe, yes. I know about that too.
Are you going to dismiss that?
Is it everyone? I can't say it's everyone. Rebel King's documentary is the truth. However, people need to watch it. See, another one. Criminal Minded. Salute. Rebel King's documentary. Y'all go check that out. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's just, you can't get cooking.
So because somebody before it said microphone check did what it did, you was like, all right, I'll go check it out. But somebody said, go look at this documentary. It's the truth. You're gonna say it's the truth? I don't even think you watched that one. So how you know it's the truth? Boy, they just be telling on themselves. Go ahead, brother.
Jen is cooking turkey bacon, nigga. It's turkey bacon, all right? It's turkey bacon. Just let you know, it's turkey bacon.
Okay.
If you eat the swizzle, I ain't knocking you. Shout out to the Southern homies or whatever. I ain't knocking you either, but that's turkey bacon. Damn, I'm trying to keep these cooking bacon. All right. But y'all get my point. Y'all, I just wanted.
No, we don't. We don't get it.
I did not make this blog to insult anyone, but I'm letting y'all know. For all the people that
You literally just insulted people 5 minutes ago.
I want you to know that you have thousands of associates who are hateful and disgusting, and they represent you. Maybe I should start flagging those motherfuckers because they're giving off the wrong impression.
So now we flagging. Now we putting out mass calls to flag people. Now we flagging people for differences of opinions based on a genre that this country created by a people who created it. We gotta flag them.
They're giving off the wrong impression, all right?
No, Church of Black Power, he didn't make a point.
Just up here showing love for Miami. G Firm, salute. Salute. So again, for me, this hip hop culture, it was never just a black thing. No, we dominated. It was never that for me. I've been to different places of the world off the strength of this hip hop culture. You know what I mean? Being a battle rapper that got, kicked out of high school and, touching down in London and all different types of races out there. Right now, he's like, finally, Daddy's spending time with me, or doing the same thing in Sweden or in Canada.
Okay, nigga, that's wonderful that they know you from YouTube and they say your catchphrase. Why don't you speak to the racism going on in London or the racism in Sweden? Why don't you talk about that? Since you're going to say, because this is what a lot of them like to do. Hip hop is the great unifier. Okay, great. For about, what, 3 hours? The other 21, they're trying to kill each other. They're oppressing those that they believe are under them. Why don't you speak on that? Great, you're a Caribbean person in hip hop and battle rap, and you made a nice little, you carved out a nice little section for yourself. You could feed your family. Salute. I ain't even hating on that. Why don't you talk about the oppression going on in this country? You literally had an oppressor sit in your fucking seat and lie on people that you claim you want to unite with.
Like, I've been on stage with, I remember the first time I really got on a concert stage. It was a Snoop performance. Shout out to Snoop. Go get Missionary. Go check out the Missionary album. And I looked out at the crowd, and I couldn't see a black
Do you
man.
see this super chat this asshole just wrote? I appreciate your work and the deep knowledge you have of hip hop history. I would love to collaborate with you. Wishing you a relaxing holiday season. Nigga. Seriously? By the way, I don't think this is a black page, but whatever. What deep knowledge of hip hop? This fool just said at the beginning he ain't a historian. So where's this deep knowledge of hip hop coming from? Rio, that's a damn lie. Oh my God, here we go. Oh Lord, okay. You know what? We done with this anyway. We're gonna address Rio. Okay, Rio, you wanna play? Let's play. Dope artists, like who? Please, name these dope artists. They have Caribbean lineage. If you start off with Nicki Minaj, then me and you, we already know what time it is. Dope artists with Caribbean lineage. The funny thing is, until they opened their mouth and started talking, nobody gave a damn. Motherfuckers was still bumping Nicki Minaj's music, knowing she was Trinidadian until she started talking crazy. Funny how that worked out. People were still bumping Busta Rhymes until he started talking shit about the history of hip hop. It's funny. Okay, he said Busta Rhymes, great. We just explained Busta. Styles P, great. Styles P don't come outside and talk shit. That's why he still has love in the streets. Slick Rick is from the UK, and he got one song that people know. You say Slick Rick, it's Children's Story. And the eye patch. I ain't hating, but you ask somebody about that. AZ ain't come outside and talk crazy. Fabulous got his own problems in his personal life, but he don't come outside and talk crazy. Tell me when any one of them supplant Jay-Z. Go ahead, tell me. Tell me when they did that. Tell me when one of them passes 50 Cent. Tell me when that happens. Tell me when any one of those Caribbean hip hop legends passed Tupac. Please let me know. When did this happen? When they passed DMX? Busta Rhymes such a legend in hip hop. He's doing Walmart commercials. He's such a legend. This motherfucker said Foxy Brown and Little Kim. Tell me when Foxy Brown and Little Kim came outside and said, hey, us Caribbeans created hip hop. Tell me when they said that. Y'all Caribbean folk that think like math still miss the point. I played almost an hour of this and y'all still miss the point. We don't care if you're from the Caribbean, Africa, or here. Pay homage. You're in a privileged position to be in this industry. Pay homage. It's not that hard. Just like sports, hip hop is a dime a dozen. You don't get in every day. You don't. They'll let anybody in here now because they're looking for somebody to pop. But to have continued success over decades, yes, you got to be political. And all them cats you named, except Busta Rhymes, never came outside and shitted on hip hop and shitted on black people who were the main connoisseurs before the white boys took over, who co-signed these people. Maybe y'all Caribbean folk missed it. When one of them give you a cosign and you fuck around, yeah, that's a disrespect because they look bad. Oh my God, this motherfucker said LL Cool J is Caribbean. Lord, y'all running around with that lie. I can't believe y'all still running around with that lie that he Bajan. Oh, Lord. Well, I hate to break this to you, Rio, but I'm from his hood. He's not Bajan. His people are from the South. I actually met his grandmother a few times. Ain't no Caribbean flags were in her house when she used to live on 195th. And the funny thing is, LL addressed that years ago when people were running around with that rumor. He even said, I don't even know where the hell that came from. Just like y'all used to claim that 50 was from the Caribbean, where he was even on film saying, my people came from Greenville, South Carolina. You're still running around with that. Oh my God. How the hell am I a Yankee and I knew that? Oh, wow. Y'all Caribbeans are something else, boy. That man named me all them folk over there that were in hip hop with Caribbean lineage, and then you try to go to LL Cool J. Why don't you go to Run DMC while you at it? Okay, sir, Yayo and Lloyd Banks ain't in the game no more. They not that successful. They not in the game no more. Lloyd Banks can't put out an album, and Yayo is sitting there doing Vlad interviews. We not about to do this. Lord have mercy. Everybody you named initially don't even touch LL. They don't even touch Will Smith. And you had the nerve to put them up. Y'all Caribbean cats are hilarious. Name me a song that Busta put out that touches Mama Said Knock You Out or Love You Better. Go ahead. Tell me the song. Busta's one love song he had to do with Mariah Carey, and the other one he had to do with Janet Jackson, who both have Black American lineage. But go ahead, go off. Tell me. Go ahead and lie to me. Tell me how woo-ha is just as prevalent as Mama Said Knock You Out. Go ahead. Or Round the Way, Girl. Go ahead. Where's the song Fabulous got? I'm not knocking Fabulous. I'm just using them as an example. Name me the song Fabulous got that could compare to Will Smith's Summertime. Go ahead. Oh, next you're going to tell me Will Smith got Caribbean lineage too, right? That's going to be the next thing. No, Trina Dominican. That's what she said. She said she's Dominican. Her people came outside and said that she got Dominican lineage. So it is what it is. I don't give a fuck. We got on Trina last year because Trina was off code. But whatever. Come on, Rio. Rio, what research we didn't do? Oh, you're new here, so you don't know this. Okay, family. Since he said I don't do research, right? People don't do research. You want to hear something funny, Rio? I actually went down Busta Rhymes' little rabbit hole and proved that his whole most of his songs, he took samples from Black American artists, but he wanted to run around and say that Caribbean influenced his music. I went down that rabbit hole. The family is here. Rihanna is Caribbean. Wonderful. We're talking about rappers. You're bringing up R&B singers. Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. Fine. You want to bring up R&B singers. Cool. Beyonce smacks her. So how about that? Since we're going to go there, Beyonce told Rihanna to hold her handbag. Okay, and we torched every single rapper you brought us. Next. You want to start with R&B singers? Cool. Give me another one. Give me another Caribbean R&B singer. Go ahead. Rihanna don't hold a candle to Beyonce. At least Beyonce's come out with music. Rihanna hasn't had an album in 8 years. Next. Matter of fact, I tell a lie. Beyonce's had 2. Next. Yes, Beyonce does spank Rihanna. Are you crazy? Boy. Boy. See what I mean? You see what I mean? Here come that Caribbean bias. Here we go. You about to really sit up here and tell us that Beyonce don't smack Rihanna. You about to really tell us that. Go ahead. No, you're not joking, sir. You're clearly not joking. Woman queen. Who's disrespecting black women? I'm stating facts. That's not disrespecting black women. I said Beyonce smacks Rihanna. That doesn't mean she's physically hitting her. That means if we put their discographies together, Rihanna's does not compare. Y'all are only bringing up Rihanna's because she is a quote unquote victim of streaming. That's not being disrespectful. MF Doom's not here, sir. Why are we bringing up MF Doom? He's not here. You literally bring me rappers that are alive, and now you're bringing me MF Doom. Nasty work. Woman Queen, I think you need to calm down. Because I didn't disrespect anybody. So I need you to calm down. What are you talking? Okay, Woman Queen, I don't know what you're going on with. You need to go calm down, go get you a coffee or something. You know what? I don't know where your lineage is. Either get some hot chocolate or some Milo, and you need to calm down. Because I don't know what you're going on with. Miss Nisi, don't block him. That was nothing. He was just putting in a laughing emoji. Don't block him. It's okay. But since we're talking about Caribbean artists, who's the next Caribbean artist up? Rio, let's have a conversation. Who's the next Caribbean artist that's up? Go ahead. Who should we be watching out for that got that Caribbean lineage that's putting out that fire music? I just want to know. How is Vibe? Oh Lord, Vibes Cartel. Let's play that game, shall we? Vibes Cartel. Yeah, he made music while in jail. Nobody cares. Ever since he got out of jail, you've been seeing less and less about Cartel. Hold up. He brought up Tommy Lee. Nobody knows him. Roshan Wade. Nobody knows him. DeMarco. Yeah, okay. And you brought up, who was that other person you brought up? Massacre? Bruh. Do you understand that reggae / dancehall is dead right now? Do you realize that? Yes, that is Knight Rider. Yes, that is Knight Rider, season 4. Reggae is dead right now. It's not charting, and it's not viewed highly on the world stage. Shout out to Kabaka Pyramid for getting his Grammy this year, but nobody cares. I'm sorry. And I'm Jamaican and I'm saying that. Nobody cares about reggae right now. The biggest hit y'all had in 2024 was Bounty Killer going on Drink Champs. That's the biggest hit reggae got. Wait a minute. Who's dissing Jamaica? Black King. Who's dissing Jamaica? I'm telling the truth. Y'all don't like it. Family, I just proved it again. What did I tell you about Jamaicans? They don't like it when you tell them the truth. How did I lie, sir? Tell me when all them artists Rio just put in there. Tell me where they charting at. Where? Who is putting up Massacre's music? Please. Nobody cares about Cartel. When he got out, it was a good thing. Cool. He's out. Nobody cares about his music. Y'all can care about it in the Caribbean. Nobody tell you can't care about it in the Caribbean. It don't chart worldwide. That's where the money is. That's why the Jamaican artists love to come to the US and the UK and go over into Europe and go play. And Africa and Asia. Because that's where the money is. But they know America's where the money is. Ain't a whole bunch of people playing their music. Even Hot 97, that's supposed to be hip-hop, R&B, and reggae, they don't even play them songs like that. They don't even play Jamaican artists like that, and y'all know that. We're not going to play revisionist history here. The bullshit rap they putting out now, that's what's selling. The few R&B artists that are getting love online because people are bumping their music, those are the ones they play. They don't play y'all. They don't play reggae. They don't play dancehall. They wait till Sunday night where everybody's supposed to be getting ready to go to work. Come on now. They're playing older dancehall and reggae songs before they play the new shit. And y'all know that. Rio, nobody knows who that is. Jeez. I'm not being disrespectful. Reggae's in a bad place right now. Unfortunately, they let Afro beats lap them, and now they have to rebuild. It's okay. Bounty Killer said it himself. The newer people don't have respect for the history. They want to do Afro beats. They don't want to do reggae. There's nothing wrong with that. That's the truth. If they don't want to do reggae, why are they doing trap dancehall? Trap is not your culture. That's not being disrespectful. How does Bob Marley still king? How? Nobody, I'm sorry. Nobody's going out of their way to play Bob Marley. I'm sorry. The only place you're going to hear Bob Marley being played consistently is either on the island at his estate or some white boy smoking a doobie. I'm sorry. Ain't no mainstream Jamaican playing Bob Marley like that. Come on now. We're not doing this. Stop telling these lies, please. This is why we're running into the problems we're running into as Caribbeans. Y'all over here lying. When the last time you played Bob Marley? I ask anybody in the chat, when the last time you played Bob Marley? Sir, you want me to tell him who tops him? We keeping it on reggae? Cool. We're keeping it on reggae. I've seen people play Barris more. I've seen people play Garnet Silk more. I've seen people play Toots and the Maytal more. We not finna do this. Not today. I seen them play Peter Tosh more. Respect to Bob Marley. But y'all not about to sit up here in front of Mixed Company and tell us that Jamaicans are out there playing Bob Marley on the daily. It's not happening. Y'all disrespected that man so much, it took white people to put him back in y'all's mind. Because y'all were in love with the new artists and dancehall. You're not about to do that. How am I biased? Now I'm biased because I'm telling y'all the truth. Now I'm biased. Okay. Oh, I get it. So me being Jamaican, I'm supposed to just tell lies, right? I'm supposed to just lie. Bob Marley music don't even track on streaming, but I'm supposed to lie. Okay. Let me help you. His music got a bump when that music came out, and then it cratered right back to where it was. That's not being disrespectful. Okay, what do you mean we did what with Drake? Drake's trash. We didn't hype Drake up. The label hyped Drake up. The radio stations hyped Drake up. You ask anybody that grew up with me, I hate Drake. They used to play his song every hour with Rihanna, every hour. And I would always make a groan when they played it in the kitchen on the radio. I'm like, man, turn this shit off. Oh, wait. You right, Church of Black Power. I'm supposed to be a lying tether. I'm going to lie at 3 o'clock. Oh, my God. They don't even know how music works. Just like Rihanna, Drake is a victim of streaming. What are you talking about? He can diss anyone from America. You don't say nothing, sir. Are you serious? Would you like me to go look up how many videos people have been shitting on Drake? What are you talking about? I swear, boy. Okay. 5 more years, JM? Now you being nice. The decline was already there. The decline is already happening. That's why they haven't burnt. That's why they're trying to run around with Burna Boy now when he's doing these performances. Afrobeats is such a shitty place right now. The only reason they're getting buzz is they saw Tyler and Thames dancing, and they saw Burna Boy out there with Chloe Bailey. And the discourse that Tyler is not going to be in the R&B category at the Grammys. No artist with music that's bumping. The biggest singer right now in the world is Chris Brown. The nigga they tried to cancel. He going to South Africa, Tyler Homeland, and sitting there on a what they call that? On an apparatus, flying through the air and having South African motherfuckers like, this is the greatest show I ever seen. But all right, you right. I'm supposed to just sit up here being a non-black American and lie. I'm supposed to do that. Correct. Yes. That's a turncoat. Correct. Remember, I'm a Yankee, so y'all can't call me a turncoat. I'm a Yankee. I was born here. But guess what? I got a whole bunch of family in Jamaica. And funny enough, a lot of them listen to my channel. And you would think they would call me about what I be saying about Jamaica. Guess what they call me on? The way I be talking about Jewish people. They tell me, stop talking about them Jewish subjects. I'm like, okay. And I don't do it. Sean Paul got out the game. He got his money and he got out the game. Just like Shaggy got out the game and then told everybody on film, hey, that accent, you know, the way I'll be doing my songs? Yeah, I did that as a joke when I was in the Marines. I was making fun of my commanding officer. Yeah. But I know a lot of you Jamaicans thought that's how Shaggy really talked. Nasty word. Come on, we can keep this conversation going. Go ahead, tell me another Caribbean artist that's fire. Well, how'd y'all let Coffee Brown not get no success? Oh, I know why. I know why. And we all know why. But if I say it, I'm wrong. Oh, no, Rio. No. Jamaicans called me a Yankee because I wasn't born on the island. Oh, no, we're not redefining it. And this was back in the early 90s. We're not going to redefine it. I was called a Yankee. Yankee was not reserved for just black Americans. No. It was also reserved for Caribbean folk that were not born on the islands. We're not going to do that. You forget, a lot of these people, these black Americans that y'all think don't know stuff, a lot of them are from New York. A lot of them are from Florida. They've been around Caribbean folk. They know the lingo. Just like they know Miss Junie don't got the oxtail ready at lunchtime. They know. Let's not do this. No, Kara Clark. Afrobeats died when the NBA told him to go to Utah and perform for them white folk. That's when it died. No, because you want to know why Shorty McGriff he didn't mention Lauryn Hill? Because Lauryn Hill's a rapper. He not gonna mention her. That'd be too easy. Lauryn Hill had one album. But we also know why they didn't mention her. Because she's in the Marley family. She has a link to him. That's why he's not going to touch it. Notice, he picked the two most ratchet female artists of the 90s. I wanted y'all to peep that. I'm actually surprised nobody picked that up. That's why I started laughing when he put them two names in there. I started laughing. I was like, that's the best y'all got. Two of the two most ratchet artists of the 90s. But all right. Yes, you're 2.5 million in America. Yeah, and you have no stroke. We have no stroke in America. None. We not influencing nothing. We're in 2024 and Jamaicans have less power than they had in the 80s. How'd that happen? In the 90s, everybody was talking about us. Everybody. 2000s, we were running the music scene along with the new artists that were coming out in hip hop. And then whatever case in 2010, it just fucking cratered. All that influence gone. How'd that happen? Yes, Wyclef is Haitian. Great. Where's Wyclef now? Dre smacks Wyclef. Your argument just got defeated again. Wyclef is a music producer and an artist. I can put Dre against him, and Dre would eclipse him. Next. Shaba. Shaba was hot in the 90s. You could pick any 90s artist. Any one of them. Bone Thugs. Okay, you know what? We'll keep it singular. Curtis Blow smacks Shaba. Beanie Man. Okay, that's a good one. Beanie Man. Ja Rule smacks him. Not even close. Remember, most of you, would you like me to tell the story how most of you Caribbean cats didn't like that Beanie Man signed the Virgin? Y'all said he was a sellout? Yay! My new, they give me new earbuds and they put it in this big old box. You gotta love Amazon. They give me this big old box for one little box. Couldn't even give me a sleeve. Thank you, kindly. Hey, take your shoes off. Yes, Drake is Canadian, but his father is from America. And he's from the soil. Why didn't y'all bring up Nicki Minaj? She was born in Trinidad. Oh, y'all don't want Nikki to be y'all's representative. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, no, DJ Quick is, but DJ Quick ain't. He's not beating out Wyclef. That's like a tight race. Dre though, he ain't touching Dre. Not even close. Jamaicans, I need y'all to really start joining with me and stop telling these lies. It's okay. Embrace the truth. That's how we're gonna get better. Y'all, we don't love England. It's okay. Respect to them for what they did to build the island up, but it's time we branched out on our own. It's okay. You don't have to go to England. You don't have to. We can build in Jamaica. We can do that. Nobody separate. A black king. There has to be separation at a certain point. We all can't live in the same bubble. There has to be a separation somewhere. We click up when we need to, and we go our separates and do what we got to do. There's nothing wrong with that. The only time there's something wrong with that when it comes to the Olympics time and you don't win a medal, but you try to claim another Caribbean country's medal. Then that's a problem. That's right. Yeah, Jamaica. Y'all remember that? Hey, family, y'all remember when Jamaica tried that, right? Shout out to E40. Shout out to Scarface. Shout out to Short. But, you know. Sir, Rio, why do you keep putting artists in there that nobody's ever heard of? If I started naming off underground hip-hop artists, y'all gonna be like, who the hell is that? How does that make my argument? Facts, Kira. Hell, you had Jamaicans sitting there out in Sean Paul for being from a nice upbringing. Trying to play uptown. He was over there, he uptown. He trying to act like he from the streets. Same thing with Lady Saw. It is what can I help you? Yes. What's up?
Can I have some green tea?
You can have green tea. Go ahead.
Can I have some green tea, Mom?
Jesus. Who's the best, Pac, Nas, or Biggie? Pac. You literally wrote it in order, 1, 2, 3. There's more people bumping Pac than Nas. I'm sorry. But shout out to Nas for getting his music put in Harvard as a class. Shout out to him. Listen, that's subjective. I think Pac is better than Nas. That's subjective. We could have that argument, but it's not going to go anywhere. If you feel like Nas is better, that's cool. I'm not knocking you. Shout out to Nas. Okay, Makami. Okay, so I don't listen to hip hop like that. Okay. The fact that you're telling me that, so what? I never claimed that I was a hip hop head. I never claimed that. And I don't sit here and speak as an authority on hip hop. That's not my lane. I said I've never heard, you're giving us names that people never heard of. How come I've never heard of Makami? Anybody in the chat, who's heard of Makami? I've never heard of him. I've heard of Black Thought. I've never heard of Mac Army. I go all and down social media, especially X, and I be around people that listen to hip hop. I ain't never seen the name Mac Army once of people to watch out for. Which double XL cipher did he do? Which year? Let me go look. So wait, he pulling a Daft Punk? Is that what you're telling me? He's concealing his face and name? Huh? What is this? Okay, so this is... Okay. Okay, I've heard of Haitian Jack. He's rapping, singing, and gliding over the grainy surface of his beats. I'm so... Bruh, I don't know... Bruh, I've never heard of this dude. I'm sorry, I've never heard of this dude. He sold his music for $100 direct to consumer. I'll go listen to it, but I ain't gonna hold you. You're telling me he's the next up. Why is nobody else talking about him? But all right. I don't know. Let me look Spotify. Let me see how many monthly listeners this dude got. Let me look. Okay, so he has almost 700,000 monthly listeners. Okay. Okay, so he did a song with West Side Gun. Okay. Reparation #1. Okay. Wait, he wrote an album called Haitian Body Odor? All right. All right, I'll go look. A Black King, how are we our own downfall? Because we won't blindly support somebody that looks like us? That's our downfall? So what about all them other folk? How about blindly supporting somebody is your downfall? That's what's going on in the political realm right now. All them white folk that sat up there and were co-signing folk because they were being anti-black, yeah, now they're having recourse right now. They're having internal civil wars. Black King, that's exactly who I'm talking about. Why should I support every black person? Explain that to me. Okay, so by your logic, I should support Candace Owens, right? Let's play that game. And my people are from the Caribbean, and her people are from the Caribbean. So some of them. according to her. So I'm supposed to support her because she's black, right? So I can't, so I don't have to support them, but I can't disrespect them. Okay, Black King. You're telling me I'm not supposed to disrespect the person who literally went on film and said that you, me, and other black people, especially black men, are the most murderous people in America, even though the stats don't even claim that. I'm supposed to do that. I'm supposed to not disrespect somebody that said that we were trained effing chimpanzees. I'm supposed to not disrespect somebody who literally ran on TV when Derek Chauvin got convicted and said this was a travesty, that he should be freed. I'm not supposed to disrespect her. Oh, now she's a coconut. But, oh, so isn't a coconut brown on the outside? We're really about to do that. So now we're gonna play that game. Oh, they're a coconut, so they're not considered black. Oh, they're white inside. Oh, if they're white inside, I can disrespect them. But if they're, I don't know how since they're white inside, if they're pink with red running around and a little bit of white, because, tendons and all that, I ain't allowed to disrespect them. Got it. Got it. So I was probably wrong for getting at Busta Rhymes, right? I was wrong for that. I was wrong for getting at that man for lying. Okay, they're not us, bro. Who sold us? Oh, so now Candace Owens is African. Okay. Okay, fine. You want to play that game? Let's play that game. Okay. So I ain't supposed to get at Africans for selling my people. I ain't supposed to do that, right? Because they look like me. They not white on the inside. I can't get at them. What about the black Arabs that sold our people? Am I allowed to get at them? I just want to know where the line is. I ain't allowed to. I can disrespect a coconut. I can't disrespect a regular black person. But y'all will be quiet when the coconut disrespects everybody else. Y'all will be quiet. Because the coconut is based. The coconut is based. They can disrespect all they want. We not going to say nothing. But if I respond to it, I can't. I'm allowed to do it then. Cool. Well, guess what? There's plenty of non-coconuts that's been talking shit about black people that I have on this channel that I've been disrespecting. So you're probably going to have a problem with that. So you probably should just leave. People like Tatum Tots. Yeah. He's from this soil. His people are from this soil. I disrespect them any chance I get. Because he's making us look bad. He's making black Americans look bad. Yeah. Oh, now you're going to tell me to look at my money. Yes, my money green and my money is tied to this corporation. Correct. Yeah. I know my people in Jamaica. I know them. Got a lot of love for them. They got a lot of love for me too. Yeah, I know them. They money is English back too. You want to keep going with these conversations. Let's go. Yes, Kira, the European Spaniards are Moors. And they kicked out the real Moors, and then the ones that were left, they bred out. Oh, now I'm not Jamaica. Uh-huh. Well, I'm sorry. I'm probably one of the few people that actually have love for where they came from and actually want to see them succeed. Be kind of nice. Be kind of nice. Instead of having a whole flood of Jamaicans running here, UK, Netherlands, Canada, they should stay home. It'd be kind of nice to be home with resources. It'd be kind of nice. Be kind of nice to see surgeries being done in Jamaica, and then when the doctors are done, they stressed out. They can go walk on the beach with no shoes on. Be kind of nice. Be kind of nice to not read articles where these hospitals are being built and they can't even get beds for kids. Be kind of nice for Jamaica to be able to treat cancer instead of having people go into debt trying to fly to Miami to get treatment. Be kind of nice. That's the kind of thing math should be talking about, because Barbados ain't exactly a haven in the Caribbean. Or else Rihanna would still have a house there. She'd still be living there. But you're right. I ain't supposed to be talking about folk that ain't coconuts. All right. I can't talk about coconuts. I can't talk about Oreos. Well, one other black and white on the outside. I can't talk about them cookies. There's actually some good cookies, depending on where you get them from. Can't talk about that. I can't talk about no cookies and cream. I can't talk about none of them. No, I tell a lie. I could talk about those. But if I go talk about Rocky Road, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble if I go talk about Rocky Road. Thank you, Black King. I know the rules now. Y'all got to let me know from now on this platform for 2025. If I start talking about somebody, y'all got to let me know if that's Rocky Road or Coconut. I could go talk about it. According to y'all, Kamala Harris is coffee chocolate chip. The way they told it to me. And it comes with if you dig it at the bottom of the bucket, there's a curry insert. You can put it on top. There you go. But make sure you eat that in front of the Kwanzaa candles, because she celebrated that growing up as a kid in Canada. Then in Oakland, while living with her Indian mother, Kwanzaa. No, it's cool. Dog, look, a Black King, I know the rules now. It's okay. It's okay. So since I talked about Math Hoffa, is he considered a coconut? Is that okay? Is he a coconut or is he Rocky Road? That motherfucker said he like chai tea. Motherfucker. Black Americans do not all call people coconuts. Now, stop that. No, they don't. They do not call all Caribbean people coconuts. No, they don't. They call them African booty scratchers as well. Yo, how did y'all forget that? Fucking say. Oh my God. Listen, I went to school with them growing up. They never called me a coconut. I got called an African booty scratcher or Jafakin. That's what I got called. I ain't never heard coconut until I got older. And they would use that on the Trinis. They didn't use that on Jamaicans. Now, Eri Vaughn, you out of line for that. You out of line for that comment. You know what? I'm gonna pin that comment. That's fucked up that you said that. That's messed up. Oh wow. This was a good conversation though. This was good. Sir, a black king, we used to say Oreo. We didn't even go that far. Everybody was an Oreo like that. Trust me, I grew up with them folk. They didn't use coconut. It was Oreo. I don't even think y'all could tell me, black Americans, did y'all even eat coconut growing up like that? I don't even know what y'all be using coconuts for. Only time I hear y'all talk about coconuts when I was growing up was when y'all went to the island. Oh, I had this nice drink and he put it in his coconut. It was fire. I'm like, okay. What else y'all eating coconut? Except y'all, oh no, I tell a lie. When y'all be eating mounds, no almond joy, mounds. Or y'all eat a Yorkshire peppermint patty. I don't even know if that got coconut in it. I don't give a fuck. Okay, coconut cake. No, but what I mean coconut, like you're actually eating the coconut. Like you actually buy the actual coconut. You split it open, take the milk out or water or whatever, and you be scraping out the inside and eating the coconut. Somebody says it's just pies and cakes. Okay. But y'all not eating the actual coconut. And y'all don't even eat coconut pie like that. That's my knowledge. But you go to a Caribbean household, there's a coconut or two hanging around. You grind it up and you put it in your rice and peas. You drink it. We were on them coconut drops, all that good stuff. Thank you, Kira. Nutriment and them got into the act and made a coconut flavored nutriment, which was nasty as hell. But I mean, it is what it is. Yes, we eat. Yeah, they do eat natural coconut. But what I'm saying is it wasn't prevalent where I was growing up, unless you were in a Caribbean household. I've been in plenty of Black American households. They didn't have coconut walking around. But you know, it is a thing. Coconut fish. What the hell is that? Coconut fish? I ain't never heard of that. Coconut fish? That must be the. If you're talking about rundown, I ain't even eat it that much. We was my people from Jamaica was either brown stew or escovitch. We wasn't getting down on that. We saved our coconuts for the rice. That's about it. Look, I've had coconut. I've had fish cooked in coconut before. It was amazing. But I'm just saying, me growing up, I didn't have it. We didn't make it. If I had Dutty Gal, Anthony Phelps, I'm gonna block you. I'm gonna block you. All right, we're gonna teach real fast. I'm gonna show. See, Anthony gonna start trouble. Run down mackerel. I know, but I'm just saying. I had to show them that's what it meant. Yes, I love mackerel. I might, you know what? If the porgy ain't cheap today, I might buy that. Yes, mackerel rundown. Yes, but we know what you really meant, Dutty gal. We know what you meant, and no, that's why you put the lemon juice on. Never mind. Never mind. I won't. Never mind. My kid is in the room. I can't say it. Never mind. Osas. Sure. You take that up with them. I'm not FBA, so you take that up with them. Oh, what you know about the Jack Mac, the Grace can with sitting in tomato? What you know about that? All right, you Jamaicans, you got to ask me a question. You got to answer this question. But what is y'all fixation with corned beef and kidney beans? What is y'all fixation with that? And I know y'all get mad as hell if you lose the key on the can. Osas, hey, leave Osas alone. I want y'all to talk to him. Go talk to him. Let only saying asinine shit. Let him talk. Y'all holler at him. You also y'all telling me y'all keep y'all keys for the corned beef can? Get out of here, son. My dad used to cook that. I looked at that man. I said, I ain't eating that. That man lied to me one day. Told me it was ground beef. I was like, all right, that's what's up. I ate that. I was like, what is this? That man said corned beef bomb. I should block you. How dare you say corned beef is the bomb? Y'all nasty. Y'all a nasty boy. Hey, Manny Fresh, pause. Okay, blessed to the Samoans. No, I ain't eating that. Anytime I see corned beef, I'll turn my nose up. Whatever. Bruh, he said it smell like it smell like pet food. Y'all out of line. Corned beef on a Reuben? No, it ain't. I prefer pastrami myself. Corned beef is nasty. And again, I don't know how y'all eat it, but that's all right. That woman said corned beef and cabbage. Lord, give me the cabbage. You keep the corned beef. Motherfucker be like this. They be so happy, bro. They get the can, it's all square. They be so happy. They get the key. They be twisting it, and then break that can open. And then y'all be like dumping in that pan and get that sizzle on it. I be looking at y'all like, y'all, something wrong with y'all. Hey, look, always saying asinine shit, still talking. Hey. No, spam is something different. Man, fresh. Spam is something different. Spam is pork. That's something way different. Yeah, it's like the same can, but spam and corned beef, two different things. Like I can understand spam. I hate spam, but I can understand it. That corned beef though, I can't expand it. Here you go again talking about something is the bomb. Your hair, yo. You eating pork in a can. What are we doing? Yes, Kira, and me and you gonna have to have a conversation one day about that. Why us Jamaicans putting cheese in a can? Check it out. Jamaicans will eat cheese out of can for their bun and cheese, but they won't go buy cheese whiz in the. They won't buy that cheese in the can, like it's like whipped cream. They won't buy that. I'll be saying he almost went off on his mama. Hey, listen, hey, Ray, you better A-Ray, you better stop. You talking about fried bologna now. You about to get jumped on. I ain't gonna help. I'm finna laugh. Oh, I know about y'all saving y'all cheese cans for the cake. I know. Y'all be saving the blue tins too with the cookies in it for putting in the rum cake. I know. Nah, son, that hey, Chief, that ain't how you said it, bro. Nah, I ain't say that. Listen, A-Ray, he gonna get jumped up in here. He start talking about that fried bologna. Osas, what's wrong with attending barbecues? That's some of the best food you gonna eat all year. That's some of the best conversations you gonna ever have. That's some of the best spades games and dominoes games you ever gonna play. Especially if you're not from the lineage. Cause they love thinking they could be Jamaicans. And if you play your cards right, the one chick you was looking at all night, she might actually give you a shot. So I don't know why you upset at barbecue. But all right. What do you mean math did nothing wrong? Math literally did something wrong though, Manny Fresh. He literally sat there and let that man lie. And he didn't correct him. But like we outlined it, everybody saw the second Fat Joe got on him, he started getting defensive when he started bringing up the disaster situation. No, his job is if he's gonna have people. No, Manny Fresh. His job is if he's gonna be sitting in a barbershop setting. The barbershop setting is supposed to be a place to exchange ideas, not to let people lie. And especially if you're gonna bring people on, if you're going to do this podcast space, the one thing and the one rule that every podcaster knows is you do research before you bring these people on. Because anything that they say on that platform, you're going to be held liable for. But Matt figured he already got it. I'm not mad that that's his true feelings though, brother. That's not what I'm mad about. I'm mad about that man's gonna sit up there and do a response because people got at him, and then he sat in that response and lied again, consistently. I can't control how another man feels. If he feels like what he's been interviewing and that's the truth, cool. Everybody just said, listen, if you gonna do that and let Fat Joe say that, let somebody that's contrarian come on and talk. You're getting another view. If you're into different stories and letting people talk, have somebody else talk. But you don't want to talk to Tariq because he thinks he's gonna legitimize him. He's already there. Just let him talk. Fine. You don't want Tariq there? Go get Dwan B. Go get him. But he won't do it. He'd rather go with the lies that have been told. That's fine. He's going to have to work in that realm now. Now, every time he does an interview, the next episode, people are going to come in there and they're going to question everything that somebody says. What are you doing?
Getting a juice. But the apple juice keeps falling.
Maybe that means you ain't supposed to be over there.
Yes.
There you go. Y'all ain't got no good lunch in OKC. What are you talking about? That man over there eating tornado sandwiches. They be going outside with 2 pieces of bread and they be waiting for a tornado and they be trying to push it inside. What did they call it? Wind sandwiches? What they call that one time? Was it wind pies or something? Y'all remember when we did that live and somebody was talking about, somebody said it in the chat? Them wind sandwiches, whatever they call it. What do you mean that's not a thing? You a damn lie. Y'all be eating them tornado sandwiches with the rain sauce. Don't even try to lie like that. Your man sitting up there lying. Y'all be eating them wind sandwiches with the rain sauce sitting in silos. Stop telling that lie. What's wrong with eating biscuits? Look, this man putting out stuff that there's nothing wrong with that. What's wrong with eating that? Well, what is this? Is there such thing called tornado sandwiches? What is this? And there it is. It's a sandwich. Hey, I win again. Manny Fresh, listen, the people that unify know who they are. That interview was not to promote disunity. That's not why I did this live. I did this to show people these are the people we got to watch out for. Well, there you go. Egg, sausage, and cheese tornadoes. There you go. Let me see if there's even one near here. Hashtag my kind of food. Where can you buy this? Let's see. Oh, you can buy the cases. Let's go. So where you buy it? Oh, you can buy it online. $32.95 a case. You get the cheese and who want the cheese and the pepperoni? Ready to ship within a day. Somebody said bushmeat patties. Y'all better stop. Prefer to pick them. Oh, they had quick trips down here. Okay. I ain't finna eat that. That's some nasty food. What? You know what? Let's see what's in the ingredients. Let's look at that. I know they got the ingredients. Let me look. Cause RFK and them talking about something how they want to stop all the nasty stuff in this food. Where are the ingredients? Where are the ingredients? Oh, you mother. Yeah, I saw it. Where's the ingredients? Oh, it's on Amazon? Somebody gave it a 3.8. Where's the ingredients? Product details. Where are the ingredients? Jesus. Let me see. Tornado sandwiches, ingredients. Okay, so it says water, wheat flour, scrambled egg product, cooked sausage, salt. That's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff. What's up, Bunker TV? You should have been here earlier when we was talking about math. I know you would have went off. Scrambled egg products, skim, cooked sausage, vegetable oil, batter mix, tomatoes, processed cheddar cheese, potato starch, palm oil, phosphates, processed Monterey Jack. They couldn't even use no real Monterey Jack. Sugars, salt, modified cornstarch, green chili peppers, guar gum, dehydrated onion, cheddar flavor, corn syrup solids. Let's go. Yeast extract, chicken flavor. They put that bouillon in it. Dough conditioners. Get some. Doesn't that sound beautiful? Okay. Toilet. They might have you in the hospital messing you with your kidneys. Have you? You know what? I know y'all don't work in restaurants. Have you ever seen the scrambled egg mix? It either come in frozen in a big bag or in a carton, in a quart carton. It's separated. Dough conditioners. For those who don't know what a dough conditioner is, there you go. This is what you use when you want to make bread for mass consumption. It's supposed to strengthen the bread. Because, you know, when you make bread at home, you know how it's softer than what you buy in the store? There you go. Nasty work. I guess Miss Niecy was tired. Yeah. But see, like I said, Vanity Fresh, like I said, it would have behooved math, since he's gonna go out there and let Fat Joe lie. Okay, FBA got introduced to my expert opinion. Now is the time to have Tariq come up there. But again, the DNC is telling them not to do it. Because it's already bad enough that they spent the entire election cycle legitimizing Black Americans. But, you know, it is what it is. I gotta go shopping. And y'all ain't coming with me this time. Manny Fresh, we know it's not live. We already discovered that he recorded that like a year ago. We understand that. When we say live, it means it was premiered when we saw it. We know he can't have that discussion live. The response he did was live. No, I don't go to Crip Trip. Listen, hey. Look, let me see. Let me look. Hey, you got one on the service road. So you go ahead. Yeah, hey, you got two in your city. You could go get them. You tell me how they are. There you go. There's one on Northwest 27 and one on North I-35 Service Road. Look, you got one right by the airport. Get some. Manny Fresh, again, nobody in here held the Caribbean to what Fat Joe said. What we're saying is Math had a responsibility, since it's his platform, to make sure that he knew the history before he brought that man up. We are getting mad at the Caribbean folk who co-signed that, knowing the history. That's who we're upset at. And when they get checked, they walk away or act like we're lying. And this happens every 3 months. Buc-ee's ain't that great. We did the live on that. It ain't that great. It was a nice little trip for the family, but it wasn't that great. Maybe it's that one. I don't know. Maybe the ones in Texas are better. But yeah, it's okay. It's not something I'm going to go out of my way to go drive back and eat again. Now, Culver's, yes. We will do that. Chief X, pause. Anyway, y'all, I gotta go shopping. I gotta wait for my family to come back because they have to go do their laundry. But yeah, this was a fun live. It was. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm going to go start my day. So what have we learned? They're still mad over hip hop. I don't know why, but okay. And it is what it is. But anyway, enjoy the rest of your day. We will see you January 1st for the Sambo Lorien Awards. If I don't talk to you tomorrow in some capacity, have a very safe and enjoyable New Year's Eve. Don't get crazy. Be responsible. Don't drink and drive. And if you're going to bring in the new year inside of something or letting somebody else be inside of you, be safe and wrap it up, please. Unless y'all plan to have it, then that's all right. Anyway, take care, stay safe, and you know what to do when the agents of chaos come to mess up your existence.